Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Disaster strikes right after Stephanie returns home this week. I mean, literally right after she walks through the door. She doesn't even get a single second to breathe or unpack her bags. So let's just get right into it, because I am honestly still reeling from the weekly promo we just got, and I know you guys are too. So Stephanie has been over in China, right? She was all the way in Hong Kong for her brother's wedding. Trip and Wendy finally tying the knot after all their own drama. It was supposed to be this beautiful, healing, stress-free trip for her. A chance to get away from the gloomy Salem weather, get away from the lingering trauma of being kidnapped and held captive by Owen Kent, and just reset her brain. And honestly, she probably thought she was coming home to a sweet, romantic, passionate reunion with her husband, Alex Kyriakis. She probably thought they were going to reconnect, maybe order some takeout, and figure out their messy, complicated marriage. But no. Oh, absolutely not. That is not how Salem works. Instead, she walks right into a living nightmare. Because while she was gone, Alex has been playing happy family with Joy Wesley and their surprise baby, Kelsey. And, you guys, the tension in that apartment is just off the charts. You can cut it with a knife. Stephanie is thrilled to be reunited with Alex, sure, but she is absolutely furious about this new dynamic. And who wouldn't be? Seriously, put yourself in her shoes. You leave town for a few days for a family event, and you come back to find your husband deeply bonding with his ex-girlfriend and a baby he didn't even know he had until 5 minutes ago. It's insane. It's totally insane. Alex, bless his heart, is trying his best to play peacemaker. He's trying to mediate as these two women completely face off in his living room. But Alex is just, he's so clueless sometimes. He really is. He thinks he can just smooth things over with a smile and some gentle words, but you can't smooth over a secret baby. You just can't. He's so desperate to be a good dad because of his own painful history with his mom Angelica abandoning him that he's completely blind to how much this entire situation is destroying Stephanie from the inside out. But that's not even the craziest part of the week. The craziest part is what happens next, and it is a massive, massive mistake. The weekly promo shows this terrifying scene, and I have watched it like 10 times trying to process exactly what goes down. So, the promo features Stephanie deep asleep on the sofa in the apartment she shares with Alex. She is probably exhausted from the massive jet lag of flying back from China, exhausted from the emotional whiplash of the Joy and Kelsey situation, and she's still dealing with severe, untreated PTSD from the Owen Kent kidnapping. Her nervous system is completely shot. She is not in her right mind at all. She is barely holding it together on a good day, and this is not a good day. And then there's a knock. Joy knocks on the door. Joy can be seen knocking on the door before entering, and honestly, why is she just walking in? I don't know. Boundaries simply do not exist in this town. But she enters, and the noise causes Stephanie to awaken in this incredibly groggy, disoriented, panicked state. She's confused. She's probably having a flashback to being locked up or a severe panic attack. It looks like Stephanie will struggle to focus her eyes, struggle to understand where she is or who is in her home, and then she makes a snap decision. She grabs the gun, the loaded gun that her dad, Steve Johnson, literally just gave her. The gun he specifically took her to the shooting range to learn how to use safely. Remember those scenes? Steve was so clear, so strict about firearm safety. He told her over and over, you do not point a weapon unless you know exactly what you are shooting at. But in this split-second moment of pure, unadulterated panic, Stephanie throws all of those gun safety rules she learned right out the window. She points the gun in Joy's direction, and she shoots. Bang. She actually fires the gun at her. What was she thinking? Honestly, what is going through her head? Okay, maybe I'm being too harsh. She has severe trauma, and waking up to someone entering your home when you've recently been held hostage by a maniac, it's a recipe for a disaster. Your fight or flight kicks in, and hers chose fight. But still, you can't just go around shooting people in your living room. It's madness. Now, before we all completely panic and think we are getting a murder storyline, we know Joy is going to be okay in the end. The summer preview video that Days released a while ago showed Joy looking perfectly fine in scenes that are definitely airing way after this shooter crisis. She's got a lot more story to come, especially with this whole baby Kelsey custody drama and her growing feelings for Alex. So, Joy isn't dying. Thank goodness. But that doesn't mean there won't be massive consequences for what Stephanie just did. It's highly possible that Stephanie's bullet will miss Joy completely. Maybe it hits the door frame, or shatters a lamp, or something along those lines. Or maybe it just grazes her arm. But even if Joy only gets a minor injury, or no physical injury at all, the emotional damage is done. Joy is going to unleash absolute wrath over Stephanie being so impulsive and dangerous. And honestly, I kind of agree with Joy here. I know, I usually defend Stephanie because she's been through hell, but you cannot defend firing a loaded weapon blindly in an apartment building. You just can't. And let's be real for a second, Joy is going to use this. She is going to milk this incident for all it's worth. Joy wants Alex. We all see it. The fans on social media see it. Everyone sees it. She wants to be a happy little family with Alex and Kelsey, and Stephanie is the only thing standing in her way. Now, Stephanie just handed Joy the ultimate victim card on a silver platter. Joy can go to Alex and say, "Look at your wife. She is unhinged. She tried to kill me. She's a danger to me and a danger to our baby." How is Alex supposed to argue with that? He can't. He's going to have to protect his daughter, and that means he is going to have to pull away from Stephanie. This is going to destroy their marriage. I am calling it right now, mark my words. The writers have been setting this up for weeks and weeks. They gave Stephanie the gun, they brought Joy back with the secret baby, they ramped up Stephanie's paranoia. It was all leading to this exact explosive moment. It's classic soap opera storytelling, but it still hurts to watch it all fall apart. I mean, who actually believes this is going to end well for Alex and Stephanie? Nobody. Their relationship is hanging by a thread, and Stephanie just shot that thread with a 9mm. And what about the legal side of things? You can't discharge a firearm in an apartment and just say, "Whoops, my bad, I had a nightmare." The police are going to get involved. Jada Hunter is going to be all over this mess. We already know from other spoilers that Jada is going to confront Stephanie and call her out for ignoring the safety rules. Is Stephanie going to get arrested? Is she going to lose her freedom right after she finally got it back from Owen Kent? It's just tragic. It really is. Jada's a cop. She has to follow the law, even if she feels bad for Stephanie's trauma. I don't know, you guys. I am just staring at my screen trying to make sense of this show sometimes. It's brilliant, but it's so messy. And this storyline is the messiest of them all right now. I change my mind every 5 minutes about who I'm rooting for. 1 minute I feel terrible for Stephanie and her PTSD, the next minute I'm screaming at her through the TV to put the gun down. And Joy is manipulative and sneaky, but she didn't deserve to get shot at just for walking through a door. It's just a disaster. A complete and utter disaster. So yeah, Days of Our Lives spoilers say some major shockers and shakeups are still to come in Salem, and this is just the beginning. Do not miss what's in store for Stephanie, Joy, Alex, and the rest of them. It is going to be a wild ride. Let me know what you guys think, because my brain is officially fried.